Training video for Community Point Bank on the new WordPress website in 2024. We're going to start here at the regular login page, which is /wp-admin. Fill in username and password. And once you're logged in as an admin, you'll see everything we see here. This is built in Elementor, so elements of this will be very different than they're used to, but the basic WordPress format is the same. So we'll go first to the home page by clicking on Pages, and I'll search for Home. And there's the home page. We'll click on that to open it up. And what you'll see on this next page is there is a box at the top that says Edit with Elementor. When we click on that, it will open up more or less a front side view of the website, so you can see what you're editing from the front side. Now, there are some pieces of this that are best not to change. For instance, the header, those should be set. The footer, these elements down here are all set. They can be edited, obviously, but we want to make sure those stay as consistent as possible. The top is a revolution slider, just like your old site was, and we'll talk through that. The rest of these elements can be edited right here in Elementor. So when I click on these, for instance, if I wanted to change the text, it pops up a box and I can type either place. I can type into here and change the text. There are also elements of this that are a little tricky in that you can set the links that each of these buttons go to, and that's actually a wrapper link right here, and that takes you to the link that it's supposed to go to. Then in this next section, this is pretty easy to edit. You click on the photo, you can change the image, or you can click in the subhead or the text. You can click the Learn More and change that link just like you could before. Those tools are pretty much the same. In this section, probably not a lot you're going to want to change because this is a major section with a lot of layers of artwork going on. It'd be easy to update this text if you wanted to, or change out a photo here. Just by clicking on those elements, you get the option to change them out. And in the Knowledge Bank, these items will be the last 3 blog posts that you put in. So that will keep changing on its own as you add blog posts. You can add to the page if you wanted to. This is true of any page by clicking here. This is not something you see on the front side. We only see it when we're logged in. And we can add a flex box. In this case, let's say we want it to go all the way across. And then you can click this plus button. And for instance, you could drag in an image if you wanted to, and choose an image from the library. Maybe you're going to put text with it, something along those lines. We'll just drop in a picture for right now. And you can add boxes and sections onto a page if you want to. Same goes for if you wanted to add in a text box too. So if you right click, I also wanted to show you, you can edit by right clicking on things and get back this editing tool. For instance, you might want to drop in a text editor block so you have text, or drop in, again, if I right click, I can drop in a heading tool. There we go. And set all of that information. If I want to get rid of something, it's also easy to right click and delete. I think that's the easiest way to get rid of elements as well. You might want to get rid of the empty container once you're done using it. At the bottom left is where you'll find the update button that saves and publishes the site. So be sure you check that out as well and hit update, or it will not save. There are a lot of other settings in here. I'm not going to get into those because you shouldn't have to deal with too many of those, at least on the home page for right now. Let's go back a step here. I'm going to leave without saving. Takes a little bit to load this because it's a very graphically heavy site, and Elementor is graphically heavy as well. All right, so if we choose another page like online and mobile banking, let's say, these pages have a featured image at the top. And again, when we open it up, we're going to get the option to edit with Elementor. I'm going to open that up, and at the very top is the header box, which we won't alter that unless we absolutely have to. We can edit the menu much like we did in the old site, but you might want to change out a featured image. And to do that, you go down here to settings, and there's the featured image where you can choose a different one. So that's easy to do, and it just pops up the regular media library that you can choose from, or you can upload, just like WordPress always does. Same goes here for the text, just like on the home page. Just click on the boxes, and it gives you the options to edit the text. All right, one other item I want to go over is Slider Revolution. That's on the homepage. This homepage design, let's take a look at this, is really different than most because it has elements with the backgrounds dropped out. So the red is a background image, the text is laid over the top, the login's laid over the top, and the photos laid in over the top. So it's a very clean and artistic kind of slider image. So if you want to edit that, we're going to go back to the main WordPress dashboard and click on Slider Revolution. And it looks very much like the old site. You click on the edit tool here. The key here is going to be having quality images with the backgrounds dropped out. Now, certainly Firehouse can provide that because that's part of our update contract. So you can always ask us to add those in. And of course, we'll be contacting you quarterly about that. But just so that you know, there are slides in a typical Revolution slider kind of way where you can view the slides here. And you can see if I click on this, this element is over the top of the red background. This text is also over the top of the red background. There is a Learn More button. All of that text is here and editable. You can change the links on things just like before. All of that, for instance, the simple links are here and clickable. And there's a variety of these slides already built. You can also roll over to this eyeball if you wanted to disable any of them. You just click this and it disables it from view. It's still there. It's not deleted. It's just disabled from view at this point. When you're done, be sure to hit save in the lower right-hand corner. Back on the dashboard again, the one last tool that might be important to know is appearance and menus. This is a whoops, I don't think I got it. Menus. This is a typical menu for WordPress. You can see About, Services, Loans, Learn, Applications, Community, and Contact are the main items across the top in the navigation. And then underneath all of these pages in the drop downs, you will see are here. They are indented. If you want to add a new page, you can do that by clicking this, adding it to the menu. It will add it down here to the bottom, and you drag it up into the menu wherever it should go, whether that's a main menu item or a sub navigation item. Be sure to hit Save Menu when you're finished. To create a post, that's also here under Post, just like before. We moved all of those posts over, but you may want to add a new post. And once you do that, you can put in the headline at the top. And yes, you can edit it with Elementor, but I'm going to show you a way to do it here, which I personally think is a little easier. So you can add your title, and then there we go. We're just going to put a little bit of filler text in there. And we could copy paste or type in all of the content that goes here. The thing that you'll want to do though is to add the featured image, which is over here on the right. Featured image, you'll set that, and you can go to your media library, pick the image or upload the image that you want to go at the top. So I'm just going to pick this one for right now. And then also you're going to want to be sure, this may be closed up, but you're going to want to be sure to select the categories. So banking, tips and technology, investments, loans, all of these, you can select all of the applicable categories for this post. And then in the upper right-hand corner, hit publish when you're done. And of course, those blog posts go several places. The top 3 go right here. When you view articles, it will take you to the Knowledge Bank page where they're all listed in order at this point. And then whatever category you selected will be what it gets categorized underneath. So for instance, investments and retirement automatically will show all of those blog posts. So just be sure that you get your featured image put in and that you also are selecting the correct category or categories. They can be under multiple categories before you publish that blog post. If you have any questions, feel free to call Firehouse Design, and certainly we can be making quarterly updates for you with your update contract. Thanks.